Hello everyone, Raphael Lewis here, Prime Minister Office Liaison Officer of the National Coalition Party of Canada, Political Action Committee. I don't know if you remember about back in July of 2022, there was a person named Tenzin Norbu who actually set a young woman on fire. The young woman's name is Naima Delma, according to some source. He set that woman on fire in a bus, on a transit, public transit bus to that nature. He set that woman on fire. So that person who set that young woman on fire recently, about 3 weeks ago, the judgment was that the court found him criminally not responsible, which means that's another term of criminally insane. So this person was set free and sent back in our community. Well, apparently, based on the sources, that person initiated the talk, asked the young woman, if she was from Tibet. And once the young woman replied yes, then he initiated, based on the source, to get some lighter fluid, pour onto that woman, and then set that woman on fire. And that woman went through a series of excruciating pain, suffered 60% of her body, a third-degree burn, and then she died that excruciating death. Obviously, that person who initiated the crime knew at that time, whether he has some schizophrenia, mentally insane, whatever the case may be, at the time he was committed the crime, he knew what he was doing. He was in reality. So that argument should be considered at the time of the crime. If he was triggered by anything to commit the crime, you could invoke the criminally insane. He wasn't triggered. The young woman was on her bus, nursing student, going about her affair, and he was approached. She didn't do anything. He wasn't triggered. He initiated, so he knew what he was doing. He wasn't triggered. So that young woman didn't do anything. So these are the three elements that should be taken into consideration. It's the hate crime based on a religion, it's a young woman, and obviously public safety. You can't release someone who burned a young woman's alive in a public safety, public transit. You can't release them into society. That's a threat to public safety. The question is that person capable of committing that crime again? Of course, yes, because he got away with this one. Say, hey, I may get away with many more. So, for the sake of violence against women, hate crime against women, this is a clear case. So women, you're putting women's safety at risk when you release this kind of individuals back into the public. Obviously, to me, it is a hate crime. It is a hate crime towards a young woman, a violence against women. And for the sake of public safety, please review this judgment. This person should never be released into society. If you want to do mentally insane, send him to a mental institution. And depending on that, you can send him to wherever prison, lock this guy up until you probably have an indication that he can be released to society again. But he should not be. Public safety, hate crime, violence against women. That's what this crime is about. And he should not have been found criminally insane or not criminally responsible. I appreciate your comment. Please check out the story. I didn't have all the facts and evidence with me to make a more in-depth judgment. But this is what it is. This is what happened. Check those facts. And the fact that he's released after committing a hate crime against a young woman, violence against women, burning them alive, he's back into our community and as a threat to public safety. That's what they are supposed to do. Our justice system is supposed to take action to keep the public safe. And then releasing this gentleman back in our society is not going to keep us safe. It's not going to make our community safer. Thank you very much. Always appreciate your comments. My name is Raphael Lewis, Prime Minister Office Liaison Officer of the National Coalition Party of Canada, Political Action Committee. Thank you.